For so long, society has taught us that forgiveness is the highest virtue. We are told that we must forgive everyone for everything in order to be good people. We are told that holding onto anger is like drinking poison and expecting the other person to die. And while there is truth in letting go of bitterness, there is a dangerous misconception that forgiveness means access. We often confuse forgiveness with reconciliation. We think that if we forgive someone, we must let them back into our lives. We think that if we love them enough, they will change. But today, I want to offer you a different perspective. A perspective that prioritizes your safety, your sanity, and your soul. The truth is, some people do not deserve your forgiveness because what they did was not a mistake. It was a choice. There is a profound difference between the two. A mistake is an accident, a lapse in judgment that is followed by genuine remorse and a change in behavior. A choice is a calculated action. When someone hurts you repeatedly, knowing full well the pain they are causing, that is not a mistake. That is a pattern. And you cannot heal in the same environment that made you sick. Today, we are going to identify the 5 types of people you should never forgive, or rather, the 5 types of people you should never allow to access your heart again. These are the people who cannot be controlled, fooled, or emotionally tricked into becoming better just because you loved them hard enough. The first type of person on this list is the manipulator. This is perhaps the most dangerous archetype because they often disguise themselves as someone who loves you deeply. Manipulators are experts at studying you. They listen to your stories, they learn your insecurities, and they map out your triggers. But they do not do this to understand you. They do it to control you. Forgiving someone who keeps hurting you is not healing. It is self-destruction. It is setting yourself on fire to keep someone else warm. The manipulator uses your best qualities against you. They know you are kind. They know you are empathetic. They know that you want to see the good in people. So, they use your kindness as a weapon against you. They twist reality so that when you confront them about their behavior, you end up apologizing to them. It is a dizzying, exhausting cycle. They will hurt you, and then they will do something incredibly sweet to confuse you. This is called intermittent reinforcement, and it is a psychological trap. Never forgive those who use your kindness as a weapon. You can forgive a mistake, but you must not forgive manipulation. That is where the danger hides. When you forgive a manipulator without them seeking professional help or making a radical change, you are essentially signing a contract that says, "It is okay to treat me this way." You are teaching them that your boundaries are flexible and that your self-respect is negotiable. The second type of person is the chronic liar. We all tell little white lies occasionally to spare feelings, but the chronic liar has a fundamentally different relationship with the truth. For them, the truth is an inconvenience. A repeated liar is not sorry for what they did. They are just sorry they got caught. Please let that sink in. Their apology is not an expression of remorse. It is a tool for damage control. If they lied with a straight face once, they will do it again without blinking. Trust is the foundation of any relationship, whether it is a friendship, a family bond, or a romantic partnership. Trust is like a mirror. You can fix it if it is broken, but you can still see the crack in the reflection. With a chronic liar, the mirror is shattered. They will look you in the eye and deny reality. They will gaslight you until you start questioning your own memory and your own sanity. Some people apologize just to reset the cycle, not to change their behavior. They say, "I am sorry," to get you off their back, so they can go right back to doing exactly what they were doing before. Strong souls do not trust words. They trust patterns. If someone's lips are moving, but their actions are staying the same, you are dealing with a chronic liar. And the only way to win a game with a liar is to stop playing. Do not offer them the grace of a second chance when they are still actively using the first one to deceive you. The third type of person you need to protect your peace from is the guilt tripper. These are the professional victims. No matter what happens, no matter how badly they behave, they will always find a way to make themselves the victim and you the villain. The ones who play the victim after hurting you never stop playing. They are masters of deflection. If you bring up a legitimate hurt, they will bring up something you did 5 years ago. They will say things like, "After all I have done for you, this is how you treat me." Or, "I guess I am just a terrible person then." People who use guilt to control you do not deserve access to your peace. They weaponize your history and your shared memories to keep you compliant. They know that you are a good person who does not want to hurt anyone, so they paint you as the aggressor to make you back down. It is emotional blackmail, plain and simple. You do not owe healing to the one who broke you. You do not owe an explanation to someone who is committed to misunderstanding you. When you try to set a boundary with a guilt tripper, they will act as if you are attacking them. Do not fall for it. Their emotions are their responsibility, not yours. You are allowed to walk away from conversations that are designed to make you feel small. You are allowed to say no without feeling like a bad person. Now, let us move to the fourth type, the destroyer of your worth. This is the person who subtly or overtly chips away at your self-esteem. They might do it through constant criticism, disguised as brutal honesty, or just trying to help. They make you feel like you are too sensitive, too loud, too quiet, or just not enough. Don't forgive the person who makes you question your worth every time they speak. Relationships should be a safe harbor, not a battlefield. If you leave an interaction feeling drained, anxious, or less than, pay attention to that feeling. You taught them how to treat you by what you accepted in the past. But here is the beautiful news. You can teach them something new today. Now, teach them you are not the same anymore. You have grown. You have awakened. They stabbed you emotionally, then asked why you were bleeding. It is a cruel form of invalidation. They hurt you, and then they shame you for reacting to the hurt. They act as if your pain is an inconvenience to them. This person does not cherish you. They tolerate you, or worse, they use you as a punching bag for their own insecurities. Reclaiming your worth means removing the people who try to lower its value. It means standing tall and saying, I deserve to be spoken to with respect and kindness, and I will accept nothing less. The fifth and final type is the soul-damaging betrayer. This goes beyond a simple lie or a mistake. This is about deep, fundamental betrayal. Some hearts are so poisoned they will destroy anyone who tries to love them. You know this person. You loved them with everything you had. You supported them, you cheered for them, and you held them when they were down. You begged them to change. You pleaded with them to see your pain. They chose to hurt you instead. You were loyal to a fault. You stayed when everyone else would have left. You gave them chance after chance, thinking that your love could fix their brokenness. But they were selfish, without shame. That is not love. That is exploitation. They took your light and gave you darkness in return. Some betrayals do not deserve closure. We often obsess over getting closure, over having that one final conversation where they finally admit what they did and say they are sorry. But with a soul-damaging betrayer, that conversation will never happen. They are not capable of it. They deserve silence and distance. Forgiveness without change is just permission for more pain. If you forgive them and let them back in, you are telling them that the worst thing they did to you was acceptable. Forgiveness is sacred. It is a gift of grace. Don't offer it to those who spit on your trust. Sometimes protecting your peace means burning the bridge and never looking back. We are often told never to burn bridges, but I say that sometimes the light from those burning bridges is the only thing that shows us the way out of the darkness. They turned your love into pain. Your silence is your revenge. And let us talk about that silence for a moment. We often think of revenge as getting even, as hurting them back. But that just keeps you tied to them. It keeps you on their level. True power, true revenge, is simply becoming happy without them. It is removing your energy from their life completely. Those who mistake your silence for weakness are always the ones who cry when you finally walk away. They rely on your reaction. They rely on your fighting for them. When you stop fighting and simply leave, they lose their power. The person who blamed you for everything but took no responsibility doesn't deserve a second chance. They had their chance. They had 1,000 chances. Every day they woke up and chose not to cherish you was a chance they wasted. Never feel guilty for not forgiving someone who destroyed parts of you they had no right to touch. That guilt you feel, that is just the residue of your good heart. It is proof that you are a compassionate being. But you must learn to direct that compassion inward. You must learn to be as kind to yourself as you have been to them. That is not revenge. That is survival. So, how do you move forward from this? How do you actually implement this in your life? It starts with a decision. A quiet, internal decision that you are done. You do not need to make a big announcement. You do not need to send a long paragraph explaining why you are leaving. In fact, explaining often just gives them more ammunition. You simply start withdrawing your energy. You stop answering the phone immediately. You stop sharing your dreams with them. You stop looking to them for validation. You become a gray rock, uninteresting and unreactive. And then you fill that space with things that nourish you. You surround yourself with people who listen when you speak, who apologize when they are wrong, and who celebrate your wins. You rebuild your garden. You plant flowers of self-love, boundaries, and peace. You water them every single day with positive affirmations and acts of kindness toward yourself. I want you to remember that your heart is a precious home. You are the guardian of the gate. You have the right to revoke access to anyone who vandalizes the walls or sets fire to the furniture. It does not matter how long they have been there. It does not matter if they are family. It does not matter if you have a long history. If they are destroying the home, they have to go. You are building a sanctuary of peace, and peace requires protection. As we come to the end of our time together today, I want to remind you that this is a process. You might feel strong today and weak tomorrow. You might miss them. That is normal. Missing someone does not mean you made a mistake. It just means your love was real, even if they were not. Be gentle with yourself as you navigate this detachment. You are detoxing from a poison, and that takes time. If this message felt like home to you, if it resonated with that quiet voice inside of you that knows you deserve better, I want to invite you to do something. Tap the comment section and write this affirmation. I choose peace. Let those 3 words be your anchor. Let them be your promise to yourself that from this day forward, you are choosing your own well-being over the comfort of those who hurt you. And if you have not already, please subscribe to our Happy Aura family. We are a community of souls who are learning to love ourselves properly. And we would be so honored to have you walk this path with us. Your silence is becoming your strength. Your boundaries are becoming your freedom. You are rising from the ashes of the bridges you burned, and you are more beautiful and more powerful than you have ever been. Do not look back. There is nothing there for you anymore. Look forward. Look at the horizon. Look at the life that is waiting for you to claim it. Thank you for listening. Thank you for being here. And most importantly, thank you for being you. You are worthy of a love that is safe, consistent, and kind. Never settle for anything less. Sending you so much love and light. Stay strong, stay peaceful, and keep shining your beautiful aura. Let us take one final moment to reflect on the power of your own company. When you remove these 5 types of people from your life, You might initially feel lonely. The silence might feel loud, but I want you to reframe that loneliness as solitude. Solitude is a state of being alone without being lonely. It is a positive and constructive state of engagement with oneself. Solitude is desirable, a state of being alone where you provide yourself wonderful and sufficient company. In this space of solitude, you can finally hear your own thoughts. You can rediscover the hobbies and passions that maybe you put aside to manage the chaos of a toxic relationship. Did you used to paint? Did you used to write poetry? Did you love to hike? Go back to those things. They are the pieces of you that are waiting to be reclaimed. Also, remember that by removing toxic people, you are creating a vacuum. And the universe abhors a vacuum. It will rush to fill that space. By clearing out the negativity, you are making room for positive, healthy, and supportive relationships to enter your life. You are sending a signal to the universe that you are ready for the good stuff. You are raising your vibration, and like attracts like, you will start to attract people who are also working on themselves, who value honesty, who respect boundaries, and who know the importance of an apology. So do not be afraid of the empty space. Do not rush to fill it with just anyone. Guard it, cherish it, and wait for the people who deserve to be there. You are doing the hard work. You are breaking generational curses. You are stopping the cycle of abuse. It is heavy lifting, but oh my goodness, you are strong enough to lift it. I see you, I honor you, and I am so proud of you. Take one more deep breath with me, in through the nose and out through the mouth. You are safe, you are loved, you are free. Go out there and live your beautiful life. You have earned it.